Today we will talk about non-payments for exports when buyers complain that the quality is bad. So this is a Medium article I wrote long ago where I cover some of these views. The quality is not really bad, but there are other issues due to which the buyer makes these claims. You can read more about articles that I write with World with No Visas, and this series is part of a book I'm trying to write about what I have learned in the export markets and things that you can avoid. Uh, for roughly 10 to 15 years, I exported school furniture to a buyer in Angola, and all of a sudden the payment stopped coming. And the thing he said shocked me. He said things like, the quality is bad, uh, look at the condition of the desks you've supplied, etc. But 15 years, there was no problem. So why exactly did it happen? Well, here are some of the reasons. So the quality is not as per the sample, dimensions are off, etc., etc. They would have endless excuses, but the truth is that there is no foreign currency. They themselves are having cash flow issues. So, what are the ways you can protect it? Everything that you do with vendors, with buyers, with employees, just put simple contracts. United Nations hired a bunch of law firms. I think it was with some international chamber of commerce. They got together and they wrote out a contract which is internationally acceptable. But in the age of AI, you can just create a contract on ChatGPT. It doesn't have to be perfect. No lawyer has to sign it. As long as there is a contract which speaks about most things, you can read some terms. You can also send it to us. We can have a look. But as long as this contract in simple English, which talks about your rights and obligations, it's sufficient. Uh, and you must put terms which is acceptable to you. So this contract is quite detailed. You might not need it. Uh, Then also regarding payments, you must have, if possible, avoid letter of credit. You must ask for an advance payment. The best payment terms is 50-50, 50% on placing an order and 50% before dispatch, but after inspection, if any. So 100% of money should come to you before goods leave your warehouse or your factory. This is probably the best payment terms. But if not, then obviously you don't want to give open credit. You must ask for a letter of credit. There's a video I've made on a kind of letter of credit with advance payment, which is really good. So you can refer to that. You must have warehousing options. Supposing you ship something to a country and the buyer doesn't want to take it, you have a backup buyer. Can you clear the cargo yourself in a foreign country and put it in a bonded warehouse? Uh, in cases of rise, we've all often seen that the shipment, the sale happens on high sea. So that means you sell your document to someone else, which is a sale on high sea. It doesn't matter who the buyer is, but as long as the shipping bill, the bill of lading is given to someone else, they can clear the cargo. And there's export insurance, which most countries have. India, we have Export Credit Guarantee Corporation, ECGC, which is extremely good. And if you have enough margins, then we recommend getting this insurance. One wrong mistake, but make sure you're paying your premium on time. If the premium is not paid, they will deny an insurance. I think 12 years ago, we missed one premium because of with our premium was not automated through bank debits. I don't even know if today anybody does it, but anyway, we missed a premium and one of our claims was denied. We were like paying them for like 8 years or something, and just when we had to claim, it's just mere bad luck. So this video we are wanting to talk about inspections and documentation. I just want to focus on third-party inspection and documentation. There is a lot of reputed inspection companies which let me bring it here because this is where I'm reading from. There's a lot of companies which do third-party inspections. You can choose any company, but what I recommend this to be done in 4 stages. I've written it here. So the stage one is you want to do a factory due diligence. So what I mean by that is, oh, I wish I could show you one. I haven't downloaded one, but I could attach a link to the YouTube video. So before you, let's say you don't want to travel to China, you're buying from China, or if you're a South African buyer and you want to procure it from India due to duty structures, which is changing. So let us say you are procuring from India, then you want to inspect 3 to 4 of your shortlisted suppliers. You send someone to their factory and they give you a report, like, for example, real factory photos, production lines, work account, machinery, business license, any legal dispute, sample bill of lading copies. They can hide the name of the buyer, but at least are they really shipping, export history, staff interviews, and third party inspection companies can do it. If you want to do it for 10 companies, when you're just beginning to shortlist them, request a video, Zoom, or WhatsApp call where they're on a factory floor, they can show you things. So you're reducing risk. The purpose of everything that I'm trying to talk about is to reduce risk. The second stage, which you must look at, is raw material inspection, which after something is ordered, you want to look at the raw material if it's as per your choice, if the grades are correct. Or if you're dealing with steel, ask them for inspection certificate. Where is the grade of steel from? You can make everything right only to find out that they've used mild steel while you wanted to use high tensile. So in every industry, it might be different. So request for supplier letters of grade of raw material. So you know the raw material used is correct. If you're trying to, let's say, bring machines, if you're manufacturing machines and it's in Mozambique, for example, they speak Portuguese. So you don't want Chinese signboards there, you don't want English signboards, you want Portuguese signboards. So you must ask them for an English version, get it translated, or ask them for a translated version. So everything which comes should have Portuguese signboard, even if you're shipping to a Portuguese country. That's the least you can do. Uh, the third stage is pre-shipment inspection. When everything is done, you want to inspect for quality and quantity. If everything is perfect, just general inspection. I'll show you some samples. And look, there is like, you might find rust somewhere. I'll show you some real cases. And fourth stage, which I believe after everything is done, you want to do a loading inspection. So they must photograph containers, goods are getting packed properly. There have been so many cases where like everything was done correctly, but the goods were not packed properly. Because I cannot put a lot of content in this video, I cannot show you a lot of examples, but here's an AI created photo which shows you that they have a photograph of a container. This is how you want to create one photograph showing how the goods are packed. And then one door is closed and one door is open, showing in every container what it looks like, the seal number. And if you keep sending this information to your buyer, you create trust. The buyer is also really happy looking at what you're sending him. Think of it as DHL. You never check what's going on. You keep getting notifications, and that's why they're the best shipping company when you're trying to do like small cargo. If your budget is low, obviously, as I said, you can do a video inspection. You don't have to use third party. Let me show you a case. This is in one of the many inspections we have done where we tried to buy kilns. These are used to dry wood. So this is a kiln we were trying to buy in China. This was a time when there was COVID, so travel was drastically restricted. Everything was done. We were shocked to see when we sent the inspection company to the factory. This is what they were trying to supply to us. Look, everything is rusted here. Also, look at this inspection report, which is the bill of material, whatever you're trying to buy. The whole bill of material has to be written. Aluminium sheets, there were 20 pieces ordered. There is 20 pieces in the finish. As a result, it has passed. There's dimensions. So whatever is the industry, but this is a simple bill of material, which most product you make would have. It could be shirts, are they white, green, yellow, blue, whatever it is. So the whole bill of material has to be there, like this, beautifully done. This, I believe, is the 80-page report. And then they would say like it has failed. Why has it failed? They would write reasons of why it has failed. There's color codes here. There's inspections. They have photographs of measuring it. What is the length of this? Even if it's short by some centimeters, it's not right. I think this was the third inspection, so there was a lot of problems earlier. I haven't opened that document, but everything is shining here, but it wasn't like this the first time we inspected it. But you can look at beautiful photographs of everything. This is how much foam was required, insulation material. What is the quality of insulation material? Are we happy the way it's packed? It will not get damaged in shipping. The sides needs to be packed properly, so there's no handling damage, etc., etc. And you would notice here, this is a past report. This was, I think, the third time that inspected. But here you would see that the product which was replaced before, this is what it was. This is in China, they don't speak good English, so there might be some errors in spelling. The product replaced later, you can see how nice they are shining. Obviously, they would have measured the dimension. This is how the replaced products looked versus what the supplier was trying to sell us. And everything else is passed, which is the length, the quantity, how many insulation wool do you need, 94 bags, which is passed. Small things like, let's say, insulation wool or anything which is like not very expensive, we recommend give 2% extra. Like we are in the steel business, so we sell like transmission towers. We provide 1% extra bolts to account for site losses. So in your business, whatever, if you can provide some extra, we recommend. But look, everything is very clean, organized, and this thing is not going to cost a lot. You can have a contract with one company that you like. This is one of the few companies that we use. You can have it on a per assignment based, per contract based. If possible, you should have a sectoral expert do a video call because they can ask questions about thickness of the sheet. They can take your 1 year caliper and show us the thickness of the steel, measure this and show us on video how much it is, and we can do destruction tests like break it. They can take the material to their lab. So have a sectoral expert, one of your quality managers or third party sectoral expert also do an inspection. We were very surprised, when we did this. This was one of the orders which we executed, that the company said, look, even though the goods are rusted, as you can see here, they said that the goods are rusted like this, but it would still work. And our argument was, yes, if you buy a new car, you pay for a new car, will you accept an old car? The old car would still work. The rusted car would still work. We'll get you from A to B. But the fact is you're paying for a new car, and we have to serve them a legal notice. Most problems are solved in this world by just sending a legal notice. So don't be shy. Call up a lawyer friend, reach out to us. We can make it happen for you. Just send your supplier or buyer a simple legal notice, and 9 out of 10 problems will be solved just with a simple legal notice. You don't even have to go to the court. I'm an advocate myself, so I've seen it in my career as well. This happening. I'm also going to make a Hindi version of this video for my friends, so this is for internationally for other people. But I hope you did find some value in what I tried to show you. If you want your goods inspected anywhere in the world, we can make it happen. This is a company we were trying to build. Let's see if I can find the website. It's a project we have paused for now. Okay, it doesn't show up. Well, the idea was we were trying to put together sectoral experts to do inspection, because right now the inspection is getting handled by large international companies, but we were trying to make a platform where we put retired sectoral experts to do video inspection. But that's an idea we've put on pause. But I hope you found some value in what I tried to show you. And if you do want inspections done for anything you're trying to do, we can show you a sample. We'll be very happy to help. Also, we can help you with procurement services for most goods and cargo, wherever in the world you are. You can reach out to us. We have buying office in China. We've got clearing agents. We can arrange for switch BL. I'll make a video to explain what switch BLs are. The little that I know over the last 2 decades that I've learned in international business, I'm trying to make it public. And I'm not a content creator, so excuse me if this information is not really good and still a bit raw, but I just tried to share what I know. But our main business is trying to set up factories. We help people set up factories, mostly in Africa, and we help you source goods and cargo, mostly from China and India. If you have questions, reach out to us. You will find my contact details in the link linked in the video. Thank you so much.